Good morning traders, welcome to the start of a new trading week. This is Joseph here from Eightcap. So with this move on to Friday. Friday we saw US stocks make new highs. The Dow Jones crossing 28,000 for the first time. Stocks in Europe also closed higher. This is all due to trade optimism returning to the markets with the hope of a trade deal between the US and China getting closer and closer. Oil was another big mover at a 1.5%. Gold lost ground due to trade optimism coming into it, and the CAC was the best performing key index in Europe, gaining 0.65%. We had US retail sales data come out on Friday night. We saw retail sales increase to 0.3%, but core retail sales slipped to 0.2%. There were strong gains from risk to the USD and JPY, basically driven by the trade hopes. The Aussie dollar had a very good session after a very average week to finish the week quite strongly, so added 0.54% to the USD and 0.83% to the yen. The euro also closed out the week stronger, 0.29% to the dollar, and it added 0.62% to the Japanese yen. So we'll just have a quick look at some of those moves. You can see the Aussie, it's strong fight back. There has been a bit of a lower open this morning though. We can see the euro to the yen had a very key move. I've only had the pound now, so the pound also gained 0.32% to the dollar and added 0.50% to the yen. So the yen, we can see, continues to hold in this pattern here. Now we're now starting to see buyers add just a bit more pressure. So this morning we've broken above that triangle. So could this be the starting point of a breakout? Today's session should answer that question for us to some degree. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. So just again, we can just see here, that's the bottom point of the pattern and the top point of the pattern. So traders will be keeping an eye on this just to see if this new move outside does sink back into it, consolidation, or if we do still a breakout and then maybe starting of a new leg higher. So just onto stocks this morning. The ASX is actually down 19 points despite some of those strong leads we saw from overseas, and the Nikkei is yet to open, but at the moment the futures are pointing 55 points 55 points lower, so it could be a bit of a flat open for the Nikkei. We'll see if buyer demand can come into it. So we're going to go back and just have a look at a couple of markets. Oil was a key one from Friday. We can just see how strong that move was on Friday after a soft session during the day, where sellers actually did take 1% lower. We saw a very strong snapback, and then we saw new highs put in by oil. So very good solid signs for oil buyers on Friday night. We'll be looking to see how we go today if we do see a new extension higher to test this resistance up around that 58.80 point. Just to have a look at the dollar yen. The dollar yen's quite flat at the moment. We did see a good fight back on Friday, but again, it's still sort of seeing in the consolidation, and there's no real clear direction at the moment. So all we'll be looking for at the moment is on the Aussie in this downtrend. So to see if we make a new get the week off on a new higher high, beating Friday's high, and then just locking in that point there. So trade really is the key influence at the moment, and we can see that the risk markets are really looking for more and more positive trade news to get buying going. So if we do have a drop-off in positive news, it could ruffle some of the buyers' feathers, so we'll just have to see some more developments going through today. So there's no key news coming out today, so it will be a quiet night on the data front through Europe and through New York. So have a fantastic trading day, and bye for now.